Welcome back to Minehead for the third round of this year's Players' Championship Finals here in Reds Bar. The stakes are even higher now. The format is extended. It is first to 10 legs for either of these players to book their spot in the quarterfinals, which will take place on the main stage tomorrow. We have got one perhaps surprise entrant in this round of the competition against a former winner, Daryl Gurney, the only former winner left in the field. It was back in 2018 where a bullseye finish saw him beat Michael Van Gerwen to collect his second ever major title. He has been a winner this year as part of a pair. He and Josh Rock won the World Cup with Northern Ireland back in June, and Daryl Gurney is looking to use that as inspiration to collect a first senior singles title since way back in 2019. He's beaten his compatriot Brendan Dolan and an off-colour Stephen Bunting to get to this stage. And now he faces Adam Lipscombe, the lowest ranked player left in the tournament. On debut, he was superb in dispatching Cameron Menzies, and then earlier this afternoon, he beat Bradley Brooks. He has only lost 3 legs en route to round 3, playing some really good stuff. Looking at home on the big stage, the big man from Portsmouth, who is also going to be making his World Championship debut at Alexandra Palace next month. My name's Dan McCarthy. Paul Nicholson, the 2010 Players Champion, is alongside me to call this one in. And as we were combing through the stats before coming on air, it felt like quite a surprise that Gurney was the only former winner of this tournament left in it.
Yeah, very much so. And a very good evening, everybody, because this could be a very exciting evening ahead. There are some great games on the main stage, but there are some great stories here in the last 16 here on Saturday night. If Gurney goes out here tonight at the hands of Lipscombe, we are going to have a new champion. Someone would then be the 9th winner of this tournament in 18 events.
100.
At this stage, while he's still in the tournament and he's having the ride of his life, is Adam. Can you imagine if he won this tournament? What kind of a story that would be?
84.
It would by quite a long way be the most unexpected TV title winner of all time, surely.
It will be the biggest shock in PDC darts since Felix McBrearty won a Players' Championship event.
The cat.
That is seen as the biggest shock in the history of the PDC.
He played in this tournament, didn't he?
He certainly did.
On the back of winning that Players' Championship event.
And we will never let anybody forget it.
137. Daryl, you require 84.
Daryl's had a steady start here. Really interesting. His route to this point.
72.
Beautiful first start.
You require 64.
Wasn't able to convert, and Lipscombe has been really good at converting early in matches so far in this event.
44.
Doesn't get the kick that he wanted.
Required 12.
Got a deflection. The dart didn't go where he wanted it to. Double 6 for Gurney. Now double 3. Early faffage.
Game shot on the first
That's
leg.
a quality dart from Daryl Gurney.
Second leg, it's Adam to throw first.
You play early on Saturday afternoon. What you really want is an early game on Saturday night.
97.
If you can come through the first game on either stage, that's ideal for your preparation for Sunday. You can be in bed for 9 o'clock and you can be so fresh for Sunday.
108.
But you're going to have to dig deep in this second game of the day because it's a lot longer than the one they had earlier.
100.
Yes, Daryl was first on the main stage this afternoon. Adam played the second game on stage 2, so the gaps between games have not been too great.
Yeah, James Hurrell's got the bad one. Somebody always gets it. Hurrell was first game on the stage this afternoon against Woodhouse.
100.
His last game on tonight against Dobie. That's a long gap. That's the thick end of 7 hours, if not a little bit more.
36.
Gurney's on a finish, but it should have been a much better one.
60. Daryl, you require 145.
However, Lipscombe can't take advantage of that errant visit. Should look at the bull.
130.
Well, he didn't want the red bit, he wanted the green bit. He will come back to clean up 15.
58.
A double that Adam was leaving on
50.
purpose earlier this afternoon, weirdly so.
He most definitely was. Now, what does Gurney want to leave? Double six it is.
Game shot on the second.
And that's why he left it.
Daryl Gurney.
He's already been there in the game, so he's had a sighter at it. I'm sure that's got something to do with it. Gurney putting Lipscombe on the back foot. This is a really good start. This is what you need to do against Adam in this kind of mood, because he's having the tournament of his life. In the
85.
PDC, that is. He's averaged 92 and 91, but the incremental improvement from Gurney from match 1 to match 2 was greater.
40.
He went from an 86 against Dolan in a decent enough performance, but against Bunting he was a lot more accomplished. And he looks pretty sharp here.
125.
There is a potential reunion of Daryl Gurney and Gerwin Price on the horizon in the quarterfinals.
180.
You tease.
However, Adam Lipscombe and Martin Schindler will have something to say about that.
Yes, they will.
55.
But the dynamic of the last 16 matches here tonight, in every game, that's Lipscombe Gurney, Gilding Wade, Watermina Searle,
59.
and Dobie Hurrell. You have one person in every fixture who has made the quarterfinals before, and one person who has not.
50.
So we will discover whether experience really counts. Daryl's been there, seen it and done it, not just in this tournament, but the World
92.
Grand Prix as well. When he sunk to his knees after hitting the winning double against Simon Whitlock in Dublin, and that's when he joined the elite.
Yeah, but some people on social media today think that the clock has been turned back
140. Adam, you
to
require
around 2017
130.
because of who's making the World Championship over the last couple of weeks. Lipscombe is not making it to the bullseye,
58.
and Gurney could be making it to 3-0.
46.
Double 16. Double 9.
28. Adam, you
Second
require
dart
72.
was to blame. Double 12 for Adam.
Game
Can you Adam and Eve it? Of course you can. He's just hit it.
Full play, yes, Adam to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, it's a great story, isn't it? Wherever you look in darts at the minute, people making the World Championship like Boris Krujma, Adam Gavlas, Cristo Reyes.
100.
Talk about winding the clock back. Simon Whitlock this morning via the ANZ Premier League win. I mean, what else is going to happen?
Cristo Reyes is the one.
43.
It's as if he's been cryogenically frozen and unfrozen since 2020. We've heard nothing of him pretty much since COVID.
100.
Is he going to turn up looking like Austin Powers?
And let me tell you, from the way that he played in that Mediterranean qualifier, he has not lost it.
100.
For Lipscombe, thinking about Alexandra Palace is a Monday
100.
and beyond problem. He doesn't have to go to the qualifier. He's very happy about that. He can watch it online.
Yeah, 44 tour card holders are attending that in Wigan on Monday for 5 spots.
140.
Brutal system.
Yeah, if there's one place you don't want to go after being in Minehead, it's Wigan. The whole overnight trip from here to Wigan,
100.
it's not a nice thing to do.
Jurjen van der Velde had to do it after losing the World Youth Final. Fair to say that was a shoddy couple of days for him.
101.
Lipscombe looks at 101. He wants to banish this score away. And
Game
does.
shot on the fourth leg.
Striking
Adam
double 12 once more. That's working out a treat for Adam Lipscombe.
Adam is starting to show what he can do. Making a final on the Pro Tour earlier this year was a very big surprise to a lot of people, even Lipscombe. But what he's shown on this stage exclusively over the last couple of days is that he can compete
97.
with some very seasoned and somewhat legendary players. He beat Menzies. He's in form. He beat Brooks. He's in form. They did not play poorly against him. He just played better than they did. And even after a slower start in this one, he's reeled in Gurney.
Well, if he beats Gurney, he's beaten 3 players who've won titles of some description this year. It's no mean feat.
180.
The big word, though, is if.
Yeah, if is right next to should.
140.
They're in the same ballpark.
98.
Interesting. We're seeing more people look at 98 as a 3-dart checkout as opposed to a 2-dart checkout. It's fascinating behaviour. Another one. Can't quite nip it over the top. Gurney this time on 32 will not
84.
want to hit double 7.
32.
Didn't work out last time. Double 8. Double 4. Lipscombe's got a chance. That's 3 straight misses for Gurney.
80.
He's not going to leave double 12. He's going to leave double 10. He's been doing this the last couple of days. The step off, and it's working a treat. He's hit his last 3 doubles out of 3 darts.
6 leg, it's Adam to throw first. Game on.
Combination finishing in those ranges has been very good from Adam the last couple of days.
174.
I think him making the final day is the biggest thing that's ever happened to him. Let's not take this off the table, Dan. This is a £10,000 game. They've made £10,000 and subsequently 10,000 ranking points for making the last 16. But you're at a double your money game of darts now, and this doesn't happen every day for people like Adam.
Well, just think, if he does go on to the quarterfinals and it ends for him at that stage, if he does win just 1 game at Alexandra Palace, he has laid the groundwork for a stellar 2026. And I use that phrase because he is a groundworker by trade.
I'd employ him. Keeps winning dart matches. He won't have to do that anymore.
130.
He's got Gurney worried in the first half of this match. He's playing the better stuff now.
$54.
That's okay. Look on the bright side. If you hit the 60, you leave yourself on double 4 and you could get cornered. If you leave 48, you're still going for primary
60.
doubles.
Adam, you required
Post single.
He's a tops man.
Game
4-2, Adam Lipscombe.
Adam Lipscombe.
Such composure for a player who is relatively very, very inexperienced at this level.
He's playing like the immovable object.
97.
I genuinely think Super Chin is a bit shell-shocked right now, and he's
57.
a little bit lost. He doesn't really know how to get out of this mess. There will be a break after 10 legs in this contest. And every single time we come to Minehead, we have the same conversation in the last 16 match on a Saturday
100.
night. Where do you want to be after 10 legs? When he was 2-0 up, he's thinking 6-4, 7-3 up. Now,
100.
he would have your arm off to be 6-4 down.
$95.
And for a man who's only made 1 quarter-final on the floor this year, which was a massive surprise to both of us, Dan.
137.
Gurney making the last 8 here would be more relief than anything else.
Absolutely, the best results that Daryl Gurney has had this year rankings-wise, the World Cup success was amazing, but it doesn't count towards the ranking because it's the pairs tournament. They've come on the European tour.
85. Daryl, you require 124.
This could spark him into life, but it's only for a hold of throw. Bull.
Game, Sean.
Bulls don't come much prettier than that.
Eighth gets Adam to throw first.
Tremendous finishing from both players. My word.
And didn't he leave his arm out to demonstrate?
Don't mind a bit of that. Otherwise known as doing a Darius. $6-4 down at the break. I'm not sure he'd take it now.
95.
5-5 he's thinking. That would be a good result after 10.
Conversely, when Adam went 2-0 down,
59.
I think he would have accepted being 6-4 down.
He definitely doesn't want to be 6-4 down now. But some of these best of 19 matches can have spells where someone wins 3 or 4 legs on the bounce,
100.
and then there has to be a riposte from the opponent.
$140.
Still trying to figure out what kind of angle Lipscombe has with his darts in the scoring department and how he bunches them together. I'm starting to get the feeling that he's
77.
floating them to land them on top as opposed to underneath. So with a shot like that, if he's looking to go underneath, he would switch.
100.
That third dart proves that he's trying to get them over the top, a bit like Terry Jenkins used to. Former finalist at Minehead, of course, Terry Jenkins, but in the UK Open.
$59. Adam, you require 87.
Bare minimum for Gurney. Where's Lipscombe going? Oh, that's confidence. I like
47.
it. He's playing the percentages.
He's done the right thing. Does he get burned? Burn, baby boy, burn. He's safe.
134. Adam, you require 40.
Double top for Lipscombe. Now double 10.
30.
First
Daryl
error of the
require
match.
36.
Well, Gurney does like double 18. Usually. You heard him say it to himself. He said, come on.
Adam, you
He
require
couldn't have
10.
dreamed of 2 better markers, but that third dart was well short. Double 2 for at least a level game at the break.
Game, Sean, the 8th leg.
He recovers.
Lipscombe. 9th leg, it's Daryl to throw first.
How many times has Adam Lipscombe played 2 massive games in the same day? And off the top of my head, of this kind of magnitude or anywhere close to it,
134.
once. And that was 12 months ago when he was playing at the ADC Global Championship.
30.
Did have the UK Open earlier this year as well, where he was able to face Jelle Klassen on the main stage, but everyone plays multiple games on the first day of a UK Open, so it's kind of a different category.
It is, and then multiple shorter format games. This is playing the usual best of 11, then going to the longer format of best of 19. This is something that he's not used to.
100.
So this is new territory for the big man from Portsmouth.
$97.
We'll keep you abreast of what's happening on the main
60.
stage as well. If you're
Daryl
focusing your
require
attention
130.
on board number 2, we won't blame you for that. Interesting. What was Gurney
58.
trying to achieve there?
Well, if he'd have hit the treble 18, he'd have gone back to the single 20 to lead the 18s.
137. Daryl requires 72.
Part of the thinking, maybe. Wow. That was a pretty wild first dart. He's lucky Lipscombe's not on a finish. Not going to go for the bull.
40.
That third dart was a little bit close, wasn't it? Lipscombe's on a finish now.
98. Daryl, you require
The last thing he needs to do is miss 3 darts at a double again, like he did on double 18.
Game shot.
That is a critical double.
Daryl Gurney. 10th player gets Adam to throw.
He can
first.
attack the
Game
Lipscombe
on.
throw and get to level pegging. He's the one who's going to feel better at the break.
Huge leg of darts.
141.
Because if Adam loses this, he'll spend the break smarting and thinking, what if?
48.
Over on the main stage, Martin Schindler's 3-2 up on Gezi Price in a battle of Wales versus Germany.
120.
That
57.
treble 18 switch is not benefiting him much.
Well, that entire segment of the board has not done him good, because the 8th leg, where he missed 3 clear darts at it, what is supposedly his favourite double.
Great players can have a tiff with their favourites. Even Christoph Ratajski fell out with double 16 once.
Well, if there's any time to do that with 100 left, do it now, because Gurney is a mile back.
I mean, what is a mile in a darts leg? I'd classify 295 points as a mile, maybe even more.
In the words of Captain Edmund Blackadder, about 35 miles
59.
back.
Adam, you require 60.
20 for tops. Can he use that as a guide?
20.
No, he can't. However, Gurney's not exactly made much distance up, and I think he's almost finding it comical how far behind he is.
And I don't think this is a crisis yet. It's not a 12-story crisis outside of a building that says this is a massive crisis.
Double 10, and Adam Lipscombe does lead at the break. He went 2-0 down. He may have feared the worst. Welcome back to Reds Bar, where we have a fascinating second half of this round 3 Players' Championship Finals contest to come, because Daryl Gurney went 2-0 up against Adam Lipscombe, and there were early fears for the baby boy, thinking the bubble might burst. He's had a great tournament so far, but maybe the lack of experience would count. However, since then, he has rattled off 6 of the next 8 legs. Daryl Gurney has had chances to break Lipscombe. He has not taken them. And the more time elapses, the more he might panic, and the more likely it is Lipscombe will reach a first ever major quarter-final, which would be some story, Nico.
Yes, it would.
60.
But one of the disadvantages of the break, something that Adam hasn't had to negotiate with in this tournament so far and his career, it gives you time to think about where you stand. When you're playing darts on the stage, you go in this nice circle of throwing darts, retrieving and walking back.
70.
Your thinking time is minimal. When you go off the stage for 2-3 minutes, something could hit you like a ton of bricks. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm only 4 legs away from the quarterfinals.
41.
If you're Gurney, you've dealt with that a lot in the last decade. Adam has not, because he's a debutant.
81.
So if you were in Adam Lipscombe's corner, would your advice be just think of the here and now?
If I was able to speak to him for 60 seconds in that break,
60.
I'd say, keep playing well. Your composure is fantastic. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's not about tomorrow, it's about right now.
140.
On first glance, he is an unflusterable character.
134.
Just a very, very honest lad.
150.
Where's he going? Double 18. Oh, that had some sauce on it.
Daryl, you require 84.
Gurney can breathe, and he might have to hit this.
That would have hurt Gurney as well if Lipscombe had hit the double that Gurney has missed so often.
It's happened again on 84. An ideal treble 20, and he's not able to find the double 12 afterwards. And he finds himself 7-4 down now. He just can't seem to reel in the big baby boy.
I would love to know the origin story for that nickname.
140.
I think if he gets through to tomorrow, some people are going to dig it out. Adam is averaging just under 91.
81.
Gurney 88, so he's not playing as well as he did earlier today. But here is why Daryl Gurney is behind. He's had one more darted double in this match than his opponent, but he's only hit 4. Lipscombe's hit 7 from 18. It is about converting.
And that's a pretty good conversion rate.
130.
Yeah, it's not bad. Just under 40%.
Can't help but notice the Lipscombe average of 91.5. It is in line with what he's done already. It's 92 v Menzies, 91 v Brooks. It's 89 for the season on the floor, so he is pushing himself.
It's what you got to do. If you want life-changing money, you got to change your life.
141.
And now it looks like Gurney's got to take the 152 just to get within 2. What does Lipscombe do here? You said earlier, Dan, he's a tops guy.
I think he'll go 16 tops. Thank you, Adam. Double top for 8-4.
16.
He can't snag it underneath this time. I thought he was going to go left of that one because it looked open.
This might tell us where Daryl's mind is. He's going for the bull. No, he's not.
Well, this is the biggest shot of the afternoon for Chris Dobie. And I don't blame Gurney for going for treble 18 there
54.
To try and do double 11.
I thought his eyes were on the bullseye and he was playing it safe. But it didn't work out. It worked out brilliantly for Lipscombe.
Game on.
Well, the break's done him no harm whatsoever.
There's a real dust-up happening on the main stage between Gerwin Price and Martin Schindler. The wall is currently 5-4 up 93. On the Iceman.
And these are the two corresponding
96.
games for this section of the draw. It's the top quarter. As it stands, we will have a quarter-final clash of Martin Schindler and Adam Lipscombe.
96.
Show me someone who predicted that, and I will show you a liar.
Just imagine if it's Chris Dobie against Gezi Price in the semi-finals. Do you know what that game's called these days? The Top Gun Derby. Iceman and Hollywood.
60.
I'll remember that.
Just need a slider and a Wolfman. I suppose we do have a Wolfman in darts. He's just enjoying a bit more downtime these days. Every now and again, in the early part of your professional career, you'll find yourself in this kind of position. This is Dream Street for Lipscombe. How does he behave when his heart rate is higher than normal?
124.
These are the moments that you dream of. How do you perform under these circumstances? Interesting. Double 11.
113.
Not quite.
Adam require 145.
It's on. Oh my word, that was really close.
85.
But this is not 11. Easy for Gurney. His conversion rate, as mentioned, isn't brilliant.
It wasn't too far away from the 19. Double 4 now.
On the 13th leg.
Great dart from Daryl Gurney. A wry smile as he retrieves the arrows in the board.
2 holes of throw.
100.
Concurrently for Lipscombe. And he will win this match 10-6. Sounds so simple.
128.
Maybe there's something in that thing that you mentioned about his day job of old in breaking new ground.
83.
In the past, I've seen Lipscombe quite nervous in breaking new ground, but maybe he's more at ease with it because of the experiences of the last 12 months.
93.
When you've done something before, it's easier to do it again.
And maybe more recently, he's just thinking of
60.
yesterday and today. The fact that he did swat aside Cameron Menzies, the fact that he did quite comfortably beat Bradley Brooks.
Well, yesterday his troubles seemed so far away.
92.
But in darts, there's no tomorrow unless you win. That's why it's pointless thinking about tomorrow.
98.
It's pointless. Have to focus on the now and nothing else.
This is where Lipscombe needs to find his best darts.
96. Adam, you require 160.
Because having thrown first in the leg, he's more than 60 points behind Gurney. He's on a finish. Now he needs to set up.
60. Daryl, you require 92.
This is where Super Chin could really start to flex his muscles. Double 18 twice. It's perfect.
Game shown.
He could barely hit a double earlier in the match, and now he's got two of them at the same visit.
15th leg.
That might be the spark that he's been looking for in the last 20 minutes.
Still got to find another break of throw. But it's something for Daryl Gurney. It's a roll of the eyes to greet the score of 57.
95.
The human reaction to when someone like Gurney is bearing down on you is, this feels a bit tough.
24.
But if you want to get better, you have to put yourself in these situations. And the person who said that the best
140.
was someone who beat Gurney to win his first PDC title, and that's Joe Cullen. He was in a last leg decider in a Players' Championship, and when it was 5-5, Joe Cullen said, I learned more about myself in that leg than any game I'd ever played.
44.
Adam is in that kind of position now. He's learning about himself inwardly and by the second.
136.
And what a response this is.
Nightmare leg for Gurney.
140.
And a dream leg for Lipscombe so far.
58.
I was convinced that he was going to go for the treble 20. Because what would it have left?
Well,
he hasn't been doing any of that in this game.
Let's face it, if we rewind earlier in the match, he made 72 look simple. But he did it in 2. This time he wants it in 3.
52. Daryl, you require 136.
Still in the same position as he was at the break. 2 down. Is that about to change? Biggest start of the match. And he's up to it.
Daryl Gurney.
Oh, now what have we got on our hands? Lipscombe has still got a break of throw in hand, but this is big pressure on the baby boy.
He will be digging his
100.
fingernail into the side of his head, wondering how he lost that leg. He was more than 240 points ahead after 9 darts.
I think the trebleless visit on 130
85.
was very, very big. To leave himself on 72, he really should have been a little bit lower than that. But that 136 from Gurney, that is a major champions type of shot. That's an elite kill.
100.
That's akin to what Littler was doing against Humphreys in the Grand Slam final. It's that good.
100.
taking out a 1 in 10 shot at the right time. That's what champions do.
121. Adam, you require 161.
Well, Lipscombe has really got to take this out in 6, hasn't he?
100.
Well, that's a really gutsy dart. He really should have gone for the bullseye with the last one, but has somehow snagged a treble 20, which makes his next shot a little easier.
99. Adam, you require 61.
Double 18 to be within 1 of Sunday.
Game show on the 16th leg.
He's giving off no emotion,
17th leg, it's Daryl.
but inside he will be churning at the minute.
Not one for loud and boisterous celebrations.
100.
Yeah, he is the big Portsmouth teddy bear. But the lad can play darts.
125.
I can't remember the last time we had a more unexpected quarter-finalist on our hands.
40.
I'm going all the way back to the UK Open when Barry Lynn made the last 8. It is that unexpected.
59.
You had the
But
UK
he's not there yet.
You had the UK Open with Dave Pallett and Rob Owen as semi-finalists.
Oh, and that happened on this stage. John Park made the quarters.
140.
We all thought that Gary Anderson was going to win his game this afternoon, but he ended up losing 6-5 to Pietreczko. He's got a certain Mr. Littler tonight. That'll be fun. But not on this stage.
60.
Adam might have 6 darts from 257 to win this game 10-7.
140.
That's got to be one of the best 40s he's ever hit.
161.
Daryl Gurney may have needed some magic.
41.
Only
Adam,
the
you require
41.
117.
Adam Lipscombe wants 117. Treble 19 for a place in the quarter-final against all odds.
97. Daryl
Didn't throw that badly.
120.
Can Gurney save his bacon once again? He needs tops.
100.
Now Lipscombe
Adam, you require
is on the
20.
cusp of his own destiny.
Double 5.
15. Daryl, you require
Slump
20.
of the shoulders. Daryl Gurney did not expect to come back.
Gurney only needs 1 break of throw to win this game. But he needs double 5 before we even get to that. And he can't find it either.
No score. Adam, you require 5.
No hesitation, straight back to the hockey.
These are the checkouts you don't envy. Double 1. Can he use the first start as a marker?
No
He
score.
cannot.
Now he will feel mentally wounded.
Daryl, you
If Gurney
require
can take out 20, it's going to be really interesting to see what Lipscombe can do post this leg. If it's over. The leg is over.
17th leg. Daryl
There's
Gurney.
another chapter in this one. Everybody turn the page and see what happens next.
Game on.
This first score will tell us plenty.
100.
It's an immense last start.
That's one of the best starts I've seen in this tournament.
$58.
These guys are going to be feeling this.
90.
I am genuinely amazed by the composure of Lipscombe through great times in this 17.5 leg match. And the heartache as well.
29.
We've seen great things from Superchin. That 136 is the best shot of the match by far.
60.
But it's the greenhorn who was keeping it together better than the former champion. 242 points from Lipscombe, taking him to the quarterfinals, will give us a new Players' Champion in about 27 hours.
$92.
180 leaves 136.
100. Adam, you require 150.
It's match point again. He's had 6 for the match. He gets another.
114.
Unlucky for some, number 7 slips by. But there will be more.
And at least he didn't go inside to then have to deal with double 9.
60. Adam, you require
He's already
36.
missed 7 match darts. Make that 9.
29.
Oh, and it's an awful last dart.
That is a nightmare.
Daryl, require 156.
And for the first time in this game, we heard something from Lipscombe. It was a groan when he hit that double 1. But what is Gurney up to? Seriously close.
140.
Now Lipscombe's looking for the best single 3 of his life.
7.
There it is. He is feeling it. Oh, he's hit the wrong double. Adam Lipscombe, are you throwing this away?
Daryl, you require 16.
Is Daryl Gurney throwing this in? This is for that precious break of throw that he really shouldn't be getting. One more chance. That's an immense double 8, and now he's the favourite
Daryl Gurney.
for more than one reason. 10 darts for the match missed.
It's Daryl to throw first.
And Gurney may be a superhero after all.
Game on.
If Adam Lipscombe loses this, it will be the steepest of steep learning curves. It will feel awful, but it's something that he'll have to learn from. He'll have to take the positives. It's not over yet,
100.
but you can bet your bottom dollar every single treble will be celebrated by Gurney.
Winning isn't easy.
140.
If it was, everybody would do it. This is a £10,000 leg of darts,
100.
which makes that maximum rather ridiculous.
That's the first maximum we've seen since the 5th leg. This is leg 19.
100.
Lipscombe's doing his level best to stay with Gurney. But Gurney is riding off into the sunset.
Where is he finding this from?
180.
He could end the match as a 10-9 winner with an 11 darter.
100. Daryl, you require 41.
Champions find their best stuff when it truly matters. Daryl Gurney has been a Players' Champion before.